Okay, so we've got an envelope tuck spot here with a little postcard with I've just popped the word create on there, another of Wendy's special words, create. So we'll pop that there. Now this side is a very special page again. This one is dedicated to Stella. So we've got some lovely pictures of Labradors, because if you watched any of Wendy's videos you'll know that Stella makes the odd appearance in her water bowl and toddling past occasionally, and often Wendy will tell us some lovely stories about what Stella gets up to. And one of those lovely stories made me laugh so much I thought it was great. It was familiar to me because my Labrador does the same thing, and Sinbad has this way of collecting up anything he can, like shoes and socks and bits and pieces, and she was telling me that her husband's smalls disappear into Stella's bed. So I've made a little chain here of all the little things that Stella has pinched and taken off to put in her little bed. So she's got her little collection there of her favourite things to nick, which is a lot like my Sinbad. Sinny does exactly the same thing. He nicks socks and all kinds of things to put in his bed. And I've got the word harmony up here, which is another of Wendy's favourite words. Love binds everything together in perfect harmony. And that's sort of how her family works. I think it's just her family is her family and they are all in harmony. And that includes Stella and Leo. So we have a lovely card here with some irises on that you can write on, and that's popped in there. This stamp here is a different stamp. It's not a darkroom drawer, it's an English stamp, and I'm just trying to think what the name of the company is, but I can't off the top of my head, so I'll put it below. It really is a beautiful, beautiful stamp. So I've got some little tags in there behind another little Stella dog. Over here we've got one of these lovely little packets, and inside I've got a tag with a piece of vellum, has a botanical sticker, and underneath I've got the paint brushes, again a darkroom door stamp, but I've printed it this time on some calico or some heavy similar type of fabric. Different people call that different things. We've got a lovely little card there with irises on that you could write in, and it says, so of cheerfulness or a good temper, the more it is spent, the more it remains. Ralph Waldo Emerson in there. So we'll pop that back into the packet. And of course we've just done a little bit of the collaging again on that envelope with a flower sticker, a label, because we have to have our labels, don't we? We've got some lovely little daisies attached to the bottom of the wax thread there, a beautiful Mrs. Cog picture on some calico, and a Tim Holtz flower and a sticker there. Lovely lace, cotton lace on the side, and a beautiful butterfly hanging off there. Lovely butterfly. Now they came from Kazaz, which is another Australian company. This one here is a wraparound, and this idea comes from Kathleen. I don't know if you've seen Kathleen's work, but she does some really beautiful, interesting pages in her journals, and this is one of her signature things to do wraparounds. So I've just popped in there some irises and a little admit one ticket, 2 pieces of like a book page and some scrapbooking paper wrapped around into make the pockets on both sides. So this side you've got the other side of the pocket too, and I've just collaged a little bit on that with some washi tape and a little butterfly piece down here, and I've added this gorgeous table napkin which had a beautiful embroidered flower on it, and I've just tucked that in. It's very well starched and pressed, so it's nice and flat. But these are the things that make the book quite fat, as you can well imagine. So, skipping right along here, we've got a poppy that I painted, which is just a watercolour, and a beautiful leaf from Susan Taylor Brown's leaf kit, and they are great for stitching on things. If you don't have real leaves, you can certainly get the beautiful digital leaves and make a similar thing. So I've got some real seam binding down here, some old-fashioned vintage seam binding, and a lovely card with a poppy on it, which I think was from the foot and mouth painting people, which is just amazing. I mean, I struggle painting with my hands. Imagine doing that with your foot. It's incredible, really, isn't it? So there you go. We're down to the last one now, and this has some lovely squirrel paper. Beautiful squirrel paper here. And I'm just trying to think which kit that squirrel paper comes from. It's one of the new ones. Beautiful. And we all know Wendy loves her squirrels. So I've put down here some little upholstery binding, which makes a really pretty trim. We've got creativity is allowing yourself to make mistakes. Art is knowing which ones to keep. And we've got a library card, iris in there, and some pretty iris cards as well, and a little Tim Holtz one there. This stamp here is a little squirrel, gorgeous little one, and that one comes from Maki Stamps, so that's a German company, that one. This gorgeous picture, which I just absolutely adored, of Anne of Green Gables with her little animal that looks very much like a skunk in her arms, and some flowers. So that's a very pretty one. Again, that comes from Mrs. Cogg's Crafts. And I've got a little lace doily trim, which is a Tim Holtz one. The bottom, again, that's avocado paper, dyed. We have some more of the After Midnight kit with Come Little Bees, the flowers are getting your breakfast ready on it, and friends. And we have the little bee, which is very apt because of that little saying. We've got the little bee hanging off the edge there. He's lovely. This is a very nice embossed piece of cardstock. I've just attached that to some calico to make it fit in so it's not so thick to sew, because it's a fairly thick piece of cardstock. And I've collaged on the back of that with a beautiful botanical, a tag, some washi tape, and I've just put two little tags on the inside of there. This one is a little envelope with a French tag in the top, because we know Wendy likes her French, where she comes from. And a beautiful little stamp with a cute little cat that looks just like our friend on there, Leo, and a little mouse up the Christmas tree. So that's cute. And we did have some Christmas things in because it was supposed to arrive. Reached a pull-out, and this is a gorgeous pull-out which I thought would inspire her to paint something lovely, because it comes from one of her great places, the cottage that she likes to go and paint at. And it's I just have a little heart clip on there. I'll pull it right out so you can see. It's just beautiful. It has this lovely forest with the gorgeous paperbark trees, silver birches, really pretty, such pretty. And that is at New Brunswick, and it's spring. So I put inspire on there too, because I thought that was very inspiring. On this side we have some more cute teddy bears to surprise the girls. Aren't they lovely? Beautiful collector's teddy bears, and that came from a collector's teddy bears book. So we've just got a little bit of collaging on that page. And I just clipped the heart on there to keep it all together. Got another definition over here, create. And some more of the papers. We've got squirrels over here. So on this side we've got a squirrel stamp and some acorns and a little fabric cut out with some pretty diamantes. And in this pocket we have a lovely picture of a maple leaf and a library card. So I'll pop that back in there. The squirrel again from Maki, and over this side we have a little guy called Edgar the Chipmunk, and I'm sure If you've been watching Wendy for a while, you'll probably know who Edgar the Chipmunk is. We have a little tab here, again that's made from the Liberty of London print, and this beautiful paper here, Woodland set. So that's lovely. I'll just take Edgar off for a moment so that we can pull out and see what's on the other side. So we have an embroidered flower basket there, which is all done in cross stitch with little bees and cute little ladybug over there. I've got another of the little envelopes, and that has another little library card or two in there to write on. So you've got plenty of writing space in here. It's full of writing space. So back over here we've got the little tag that you pull your squirrel out from, a little pocket, and a cute little robin and some mushies. So I'll put Edgar back on there. You're on there. And he's a cute little chipmunk, isn't he? He's got an acorn stuffed in his cheek. Over here we have what is a design of a long stitch, actually, I think, by Helen Stevens, and it's so beautiful. It's a lovely squirrel with a bushy tail, and it's almost like a painting. It's so realistic. The colours that she's chosen are so beautiful. We have a lovely little moth or butterfly up here in a little collage, all on fabric. We've got silk, green silk underneath, and just some white sheeting on the top, and then underneath that we have a little layer of lace. And I've left the writing as is because it tells you all about that piece of work. Got a tea bag over here, lovely little tea bag with an acorn in it and a little squirrel painted on top. Sweet dreams, because they collect their acorns up, I suppose, for the winter. And we have a postcard there with a squirrel on, which is from that same set. Here we've got the yellow irises, and they're most unusual. Another little envelope there that you could actually write on that. If you're looking for some more writing space, you can write on there. This side we've got another flip up to the beautiful paper underneath, which is the avocado dyed page, and we've got Create Art, which is another darkroom door stamp with the lovely paintbrushes. And I've sewn a pocket on the back of that, which is your squirrel postcard, and I've made a lovely squirrel tag inside that with the dear little squirrel hanging off there. I've got a piece of vellum with an acorn and a maple leaf, and underneath we have the definition of squirrel from the dictionary and a lovely little squirrel stamp, which is popped on over the top of some calico. Isn't that cute? It's gorgeous. Little squirrel there. Paintbrushes in a jar, another darkroom door stamp, and over here I found this very interesting. It was from a book about how to sketch and paint your squirrel out. So it gives you a few quick ideas, and if you're carrying your crayons and things and your pad, it tells you sort of how to quickly, roughly sketch out your piece of work that you want to make into something else later. So I've got a little bookmark in there, which is cute, and some sari silk down the side. We have a lovely pull-out squirrel of, again, the piece of work that that lady creates, Helen Stevens, from her artwork. So she goes out, sketches the work herself with the crayons, and then she creates this beautiful piece of long stitch from that piece of art, which I think is just incredible. No wonder it looks so much like a painting, because she gets all the colours just bright and the blending. It's just incredible. So that was very interesting. Just a flip out that I put on with some cabbage paper, cabbage dyed paper. And then this side we have a little envelope here. Inside we've got some little tags and an acorn, and we've got our squirrels on there. Got it in here. Oops, that says Harmony. We have an envelope with some gorgeous irises on it, and inside of that we've got some writing paper. So we've got some lovely writing paper inside of there with irises on, and behind that we have some lovely daisy paper, everlasting daisies I think. So they just pop in there, so you've got plenty of extra room to grab something and scribble some notes or something you want to remember or keep. And we've got the lace trim, crocheted lace trim on the bottom of there. A little tuck spot here with a hand painted tag, and I made those in one of my other videos with the lavender and the grasses, and I've just got a Tim Holtz over the top and a little tuck with a botanical card in it, and I've created a little collage on the corner with fabrics and bits and pieces like a little snippet. Another one of those lovely pages from the kit, and beautiful lace trim. On top of that we have one of Artie Maze's sayings again, and this is like a wrap over. Today I will not stress over things I can't control. And on the other side it says, stay strong, things will get better. It might be stormy now, but it can't rain forever. A few of her little words of encouragement in the COVID era. A little piece here that I've just clipped in there so that Wendy can put that wherever she likes, and that's another little gift from Jean. On this side we've got a tag, and that is a Tracy tag, because we know that Wendy loves her Tracy things, so we've added a Tracy tag. And that is just a little paper clip that I've put on with an acorn on it and a piece of fabric, so that attaches to a paper clip and then clips on. Then this is just a botanical card from one of Tracy's lovely kits with a little cute little Mrs. Cog bead on the bottom there from Liz. So I'll pop that back on there. Just goes over the side, and that just hangs off there. So these are the things that are quite thick that she can move around if she wants to. This is a hand painted watercolour butterfly that I have done, and just put it in a little circle so that you can tuck things into it if you would like to. I've just put a little piece of ribbon down, seam binding ribbon down the side, which is very soft, onto this beautiful purple background. And I do believe that is from Paulette Slater. This lovely one here is also a gift from Jean, a little collection of tags, beautiful heart die that she has included here. And inside we have a botanical and a little tag of the cottage, where we know Wendy does lots of her lovely videos from when she goes away for the summer. So that's on a little botanical card. So that has a little tab on it, and it pulls out, and we have a picture of New Haven, Prince Edward Island. And wherever you go, go with all your heart. We have winter time and the gorgeous ponies in the winter snow, and I thought that was another inspiring picture that leads you to want to paint a nice scene. On this side we have a pink iris tucked in there, and some pink botanicals, some lovely pink washi tape down the side. Over here we've got a little tag with an Australian bird on it, which is the 40 spotted pardalote, which is quite rare down here, although we have them where I live. Especially just across the water on a little island called Bruny Island, not far from me, where a lot of these little birds hang out, so they're quite protected little creatures. In here we have a pocket that's made from handmade paper on the back of here, and a little tuck spot, so that just tucks in there with some sari silk. A little envelope wrapping over the side here. Oops. This is a beautiful piece of the Liberty of London fabric, and it's a botanical piece with the strawberries on. It's just gorgeous. Another little gift from Jean in there. In the middle of this one we have a pocket, and we have this beautiful lady from Jean again. A lovely card that says friendships are sewn one stitch at a time. So a lovely writing card on there. Beautiful paintbrushes. More darkroom door stamps. Make each day your masterpiece. Here we have another one of Susan Taylor Brown's leaves from her kit, and I've sewn that into a little pocket with the vellum and made some little labels. I think they might be from Tracy's kit, the labels, and a tab top, and a definition of leaf. So that just goes in that little sweet pocket there. Beautiful. Another piece that I've watercoloured and stamped a little bird on, and just put kindness, little bird and a cute little feather. That is a rosella feather from my garden that I found, and another little tag from Jean tucked in there with some pretty butterflies on, which the colours did go so well together there. Beautiful. A lovely poppy sticker, some oil colour paint stamp there, and a little stamp that says art. Another little baggie, and that little baggie's just clipped on with a paper clip so it can come out. So that's all just collaged up with a bee. Another of my little cute watercolour birdies, a robin and a flower from the garden pressed, and some more of that lovely Liberty of London fabric tab on the top. We also have in there another of the Flower Fairy cards, which is iris, yellow iris, and it's a postcard, so it has an iris on the back. So I'll pop that back in there. And I think that little flower is a pressed clematis. So I'll flip over, we've got a little bird envelope, and we're now at the very last page, and it says handmade with love, and I've added in here a writing board. Because this is such a heavy thick book, you may need somewhere to lean on to write. That beautiful paper is from chapter 1. Gorgeous papers, really pretty. So we have, oops, under here we have just a little wax seal with a feather in it there, and I'll just put that to protect the wax when it's travelling. And I do have to show you another little collection of things that are to go in with this, and these are little extras from the girls for Julia and Alice to enjoy, because I know they enjoy looking at Wendy's books. So this is a little miniature teddy bear journal. It has some gorgeous little pictures of bears and cute little things in it. And that is also from chapter 1, that kit. Very, very cute. So we've got some lovely bears there. And we also have this beautiful bear card from Tracy in our studio group. And it's full of very cute little old-fashioned bears. And she's got little bears tucked in everywhere here. Gorgeous little bears. And she's made a lovely flip-out card with some cute little bear stickers, bear tags, and she's also got tucked in behind there a little note for Wendy. So Wendy, if you're watching, make sure you find that little note in there. And another little old-fashioned bear, so she's got her name on the back there. Gorgeous Tracy, very, very cute. We have a lovely bear tag here with all these dear sweet little bears down both sides and some pretty buttons, and that one is from Jean. And then we have this little bear tuck, which is cute, and that comes from Jean as well, and it's full of little bears. We've got koala bears, little tiny bears popping out everywhere. Cute little bears. So I'm sure the girls will be absolutely delighted with the little bears. They're cute. And we have a little writing card here, which is done by Marie, and that is for just writing on the back of some little bits and pieces. So all these are going to get tucked in somewhere so that the girls can enjoy finding them and Wendy can enjoy finding them. And I hope, Wendy, that this reaches you safely and you get to have some enjoyment from it. And yeah, we'll look forward to its arrival. And thank you everyone for watching. I know it's a long video, but it was a very big very big book to get through, and I did want to explain everything for Wendy's sake, so that she can find all the little bits and pieces in there. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now.